Welcome back to 96.1 Styling as we're dragging right through the afternoon, and it is I Don't Give a Fuck Friday, so anything that we want to fuck off and talk about, we're going to talk about. If you get offended, well, we just don't fucking care.
Fuck it.
Yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much, that sums up what we're doing today. So,
Fuck it.
yeah, so there was something we were going to talk about, and I said, no, let's save it. What was it? We were talking about the home improvement reunion and the shifting gears who's going to be on there, but there was something else.
Yeah, there's something before that we were talking about.
Oh man, we talked about Creve Coeur Park. Yeah, guys, make sure to follow us, find us on social media, Cruising Creve Coeur Park. So that's a big thing. We're going to be doing one event this year, and we've got 3 at the park, massive car cruise. And we've also realized it could be one of the birthplaces of car cruising. It's where they debuted the Oldsmobiles. They cruised up and down the lake. So.
Yep. Well, I can't remember what we were talking about before.
Man, it was something good too.
Damn. I know.
What was that?
Shifting Gears is going to be good this season, though.
Shifting Gears is going to be really good. They've got a lot of guest people jumping on that bitch.
The first episode is going to be a home improvement reunion.
Mm-hmm.
Then I seen they're going to have Fluffy on there. They're going to have the mom from Who's the Boss on there. A bunch of people.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, oh, it's going to be pretty good.
So the girl from Who's the Boss, I don't remember her being on Home Improvement.
No, it's going to be on a different episode. Fluffy wasn't on there either.
I think you're right about that one. I don't think he was a comedian then.
Unless he was behind the wall with Booth Wilson.
Man, Fluffy's like close to our age. I mean, shit.
Yeah.
No shit about that.
He's behind the wall with Wilson, standing on a table.
Some funny ass shit. That is.
I'm over here, say.
Might as well say George Lopez was on that motherfucker.
I'm not a big fan of him. He was cool when he was younger. He got older, he got kind of a dick.
Yeah.
Fluffy, he's never changed.
Shit, no. Got divorced though, which I am.
Yeah, he did.
I'm not. They're not really talking about what happened there. Like. I thought that was the ride or die chick, man. I mean.
Yeah.
He took over a family and everything. Kid got older and she wanted a divorce.
She kept him as long as she needed him.
Apparently.
He talking about retiring and coming home. Oh, but motherfucker, you gotta go. Too easy living apart. That is the thing, too.
Yeah.
My landlords, when I lived in Auburn, we had a duplex. They had a duplex and they lived on the other side. Well, she worked days and he worked nights. So the only time they were together was on the weekends. He switched to days. Man, they started fighting. So he ended up going back to nights. So he's like, if I don't go back to nights, I'm going to end up divorced. They'd done that for like 5 or 6 years.
Oh, yeah.
Had a kid and everything already. And then now suddenly, all of a sudden, he's home all the time.
I'm reading something right here. You're gonna like.
I say, y'all be quiet over there.
Yeah, you're gonna like this.
Oh, yeah?
So, Creve Coeur Park history. I'm on this historian thing about Creve Coeur Park. I lost my V card in the back of a blue 55 Ford station wagon at Creve Coeur Lake in 1965. See, We can archive this bitch back. We're at 65, people. They were cruising the lake in 55, and this dude, Jim Lindsay, lost his V card.
Gets first blowjob. Got his first BJ in the park.
Yeah, got some pussy in the park. I'm gonna take a picture of this.
At least it wasn't handy.
Yeah, he got some pussy in the park in 1955 in a Ford station wagon.
I'm just gonna walk up to this house and look at the door.
We need to send this motherfucker an invite to the group.
Shit.
Hey,
That's funny. Fuck.
hey, we think we need to make you an administrator. Like, you know, if you're
How old
willing,
would he be?
I don't know, dude. Like, hold on, let me look at you. Look at this. He's an old guy.
Would he be like 70 or 70 in his 70s maybe? My dad was born in 46. He'd be like 78 or 79 now. So he might have been born a little before that.
Here's pictures of his great grandkids.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to fucking add this guy. We need to send him an invitation.
No shit.
I mean, shit. I mean, if you're willing to fucking post that shit up there, you know. Yeah, I mean, I'm all for it. You know, hey.
Yeah, well.
You know, we need to get him on the show and like, oh, you lost your virginity? Well, were you cruising the park? Yeah, we were cruising the park. How far back do you think it goes? Oh, it goes back to the World's Fair.
Yep.
It's what we thought, people. You know, but you know, come on, people. I mean, there's a lot of people got pussy at the park.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
a lot of people still do.
Every place has got that place where you drive. There's a lake. You can get some ass.
It's a good spot to park where nobody can see you. You know.
I mean, I used to go over to the Channel Rocks all the time.
Yep.
You know. Yeah, I got busted out there fucking a couple of times. Like, I gotta tell you guys this story since I don't give a fuck Friday. There was a stockbroker chick that I used to fuck. And her story was kind of fucked up. I met her when I was stripping. And she was older than me. I was in my 20s. She was like 42, right? Never had any kids or anything. And she meets this guy, falls in love, and marries this guy. And she said on the wedding day he seemed a little off, but they went to Hawaii on vacation, and she walked in a room and he was on the phone with somebody.
Oh shit.
And they never had sex on their wedding. She bought all this thousands of dollars in lingerie, right?
No sex on their wedding day?
No. And she caught him talking to some girl back home that he was fucking her, and they were together for several years, but he had a side bitch, and she found out about the side bitch. So the divorce happens, this, and this, right? She goes a little wild. She ends up fucking her boss on his desk overlooking the arch, you know, the downtown St. Louis, you know. And she comes into the fucking dick bar and she meets me. So she lived in a neighborhood in St. Louis. I couldn't tell you where. Literally, I had to follow her to her house. I couldn't figure out how, dude, it took me 2 hours to get out of her neighborhood. It was like straight suburban fucking neighborhood. Like, everything looked the same. So, fuck going to her house, you know what I'm saying? So, she'd meet me, you know, somewhere, and we'd go out to the fucking river and fuck. I fucked her on a rock, bent her over a tree, just all this shit. Well, one night, this chick fucking comes over, and she just got some meeting at work. She's all pissed off, and she wanted to get the holy shit fucked out of her.
You want a grudge fucked?
Yep. And I was down like a clown. Okay? Matter of fact, when I pulled up, I was listening to Great Malenko. Like, Great Malenko. Ha, ta, 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 ta. You know. So, I went to fuck her on the hood, and it started to rain.
So?
And she's like, I don't want to get my hair wet. Just get in the car. We got in the car. We're doing our thing. And the windows are all steamed up, right? Well, where we were parked on the levee is right there where the lock and dams come down, and there's barges that come through there. And it's not the first time they've shined a spotlight from a barge while we're doing our thing.
Right.
We don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Well, on this
What
night,
barge was it?
yeah, on this night it wasn't a fucking barge. There was a barge coming, but it was one of the fucking county sheriffs. And I just gotta tell the story now. The windows are all fogged up, and I heard, and we just stopped. And I remember I was on top of her. And I remember reaching over and kind of wiping the window. And he goes, "You guys need to stop doing what you're doing and get your IDs out." I said, "Give me 5 minutes." And she goes, "What the fuck?" And he goes, "Well, I think I can do that." This fucker walked back to his car. And she's like, she's now, fuck this, right? We're done. I said, no, we're not done. She got off like 7 fucking times. I'm so close to getting off, I just want to get off. So I'd say about 8 to 10 minutes later, he come walking back. I saw the light. He kind of flickered it twice, you know?
Yep.
So we're getting our clothes out, rolled down the window. I was like, "How can I help you?" And he goes, "Seriously?" And I said, "Yeah, here's our information." He's looking and he goes, "You know she's like 20 years older than you?" I said, and it was worth every minute of it. And her face was so fucking red. And people, just because she was 20 years older than me, she was fucking gorgeous. I mean, gorgeous. She did not look her age. Didn't taste like it either. So he went back, ran our information, come back, and he goes, "Is this, you guys just didn't want to get a hotel room?" Like, I was like, "Well, she had a bad day at work. We come up here to talk. She starts sucking my dick." And he goes, "Get the fuck out of here." he's like, "Next time, get a room." And he was super fucking cool to us, right? She was all embarrassed about it. And
They say cops usually are pretty cool about that.
yeah, but it was funny, man, because I'm telling you, man, I was like, when I heard I was like, oh no. She's like, fuck. And I just kind of wiped the window and you know, so I could see who it was. There was, you know, when you think back of stuff, you know, because me and her kind of joked about this later on. "I hear you knocking, but you can't come in," you know, and or like, "Go away," you know. You know, so, but no, that cop was cool.
Oh, yeah.
You
know he did it too.
Oh, I bet he caught all kinds of people up there. I mean,
if he was from there, he'd probably been there before.
Well, if I would have parked where I wanted to park, we would have never fucking been caught. Because we'd been back there fucking most of the summer doing it. And the problem was, I didn't have a problem going to her house because she had a beautiful fucking house. I just couldn't figure out how to get through the neighborhood. And dude, this is before fucking cell phone technology. We're talking, I don't even know if MapQuest was fucking invented yet. You know, so I was like, and she's like, "It's real easy. You turn down this and this and this." And I'm just like, fuck, I don't know, dude. Like,
2 lefts, a right and a left? No, fuck you.
what's crazy about, I can't even tell you what part of St. Louis she lived in.
Really?
Fuck no. It could have been Chesterfield for all I fucking... It could have been Chesterfield. I think. I don't know. I don't think it was that far out. But it was a suburban neighborhood, like Gone in 60 Seconds. Everything looked the fucking same. So...
Been there, done that.
Yeah, so... Now... Now I'm 50, and she was 20 years older than me. She'd be what, 70, 80?
70.
Yeah, I'd still tap that.
18 days, right?
Yeah. I try to look her up on social media, and her last name, I know what it is, but it's pronounced weird. But shit, when I went through my divorce, I tried finding her. I looked up stockbrokers in St. Louis.
No.
And what's crazy is a lot of them bitches all look the same.
Yes. I think I was 24. My buddy and I would hang out at the bar every night because we had a buddy whose dad owned a bar. So after work, we'd go up to the bar and watch the game, shit like that. One night, this gal comes walking in. Good-looking old broad. She sits down at the other end of the bar. I think we were shooting darts or something. She gets a drink, and when she drinks the first drink, then she comes walking down there by us. And we just shoot the shit with her for a minute, you know. And we're shooting our darts. She says, "Whose purple motorcycle up front?" I said, "That's mine." She's like, "I think I need a ride on it." I looked at my buddy, and he kind of looked at me, and I was like, "I think I can do that." I couldn't tell how old she was at the time. And we went for a ride, and she's like, "Okay, let's ride out to my house." She lived outside of Springfield in a subdivision out in the country. So we go out to the subdivision. We pull way back on this one lane. Go to this big-ass fucking house. 3-car garage, everything. She opens the garage door, tells me to pull back in the garage. I go inside and do my thing, you know. About an hour and a half, 2 hours later, her getting up to leave. And I see all these hunting trophies. All these bear head mounts and deer head mounts. And I'm like, what's your husband do? Oh, he's a doctor. Who shot all these? Oh, he did on safari.
Yep, that's about time to get the fuck out of there.
But I think it's time to go. I'm in his house. So I left. Well, about once a week for like a couple months, she would show up at the bar and want me to ride the motorcycle out and meet her at her house. Because her husband was always gone for work. And just went on for 2 or 3 weeks. And I didn't object. She was older, but she was good and was good looking. So finally, I'm out there one day. She tells me to come out. And I followed her home on a motorcycle. She pulls in the garage. I pulled in the garage behind her. She closes everything up and heads in the house. As she's coming by the phone in the kitchen, the phone rings. And she's like, don't worry about it. About that time, the answering machine comes on. "Honey, I'll be home in about 20 minutes. I took an earlier flight, blah, blah, blah." And I just stopped dead in my tracks. And I said, 20 minutes? She goes, "You got to go." I said, "Yeah."
Yeah, no shit, right?
I was like, good thing she heard that answering machine, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I'd have been mid-stroke.
Well, I tell you what, speaking of mid-stroke, I don't even know if I want to talk about this one on the radio, but fuck it. I'll just tell you guys.
It's Friday, fuck it.
Yeah, it's fuck it Friday. So, there was a girl stopped by the shop. This was a long time ago, people.
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to say which shop of mine it was and what location it was.
What state?
What state it was, you know.
It's a state of confusion.
Yeah, well, this girl stopped by, and, you know, we'd stay at the shop till fucking 10 or 11 at night.
Oh, yeah.
And this was like in the summer, you know, it gets dark at fucking 9 o'clock. Girl comes by about 8:30, and we were fucking around the parking lot. She come in, and she goes, "Hey, is the owner here?" And I go, "I'm the owner." And she goes, "I thought it was you. I drove by a couple nights, you know, saw you guys up here. Hey, I got pulled over about my window tint. And apparently I don't know how to take it off, you know." And I'm like, oh, well, fuck. I mean, you know, give me a few minutes. I'll rip that shit right off, right?
Yep.
So I took her window tint off, and she was like, "What do I owe you?" And I go, "You don't owe me anything." And she's like, "Really?" And I go, "Nah, I mean, you're a good-looking girl." And she goes, "I am." And I go, "Well, I'm not trying to be out of line. I mean, but you are really pretty, and just trying to help a pretty girl in distress, you know? No big deal."
Right.
You know, she rolled out.
Right.
A couple days later, you know, that was like on a Thursday or something, or Wednesday or Thursday. But I remember the next week she come rolling in, and me and Doug was outside fucking with something, and I said, "How that girl's back?" And she's like, "Hey, you know, this, and this." And she'd been drinking just a little bit, you know, she's kind of tipsy, you know. She goes,
Right.
"Can you take my window tint off?" And I was like, "Huh?" She goes, "This is the place that you removed my window tint like last week." And I said, "Yeah." She goes, "Well, this is what happened. So you removed it. It was too bright. I got it tinted. I got pulled over again."
Oh.
And I'm like, "Okay." So I was like, "Fuck it, whatever," you know, grabbed a razor blade, chipped the edge, peeled it off, got some glass cleaner, cleaned the window. She goes, "Do I owe you anything?" And she kept smiling. I said, "No, not for a pretty girl like you. I mean, you're good to go." She's like, "Well, give me a hug." And so she gave me a hug. She's like, "You smell so good." And I was like, "Well, so do you." And she's like, uh, "I'll see you around." And I just remember her going, "I'll see you around." Like, I was like, "That's interesting." I was like, "Okay." And I remember when she was getting in her car, she was doing something in the back seat. And I'm like, "Damn, that bitch has got a nice ass."
Right.
So I went back over to Doug, and he's like, "What was all that about?" And I'm like, "I don't know. Chick fucking had her windows tinted. Cop said it was too dark, and I peeled it off." And he's looking at it in the trash can, and he goes, "Well, that looks like fucking 5%. What was it before?" And I'm like, "I don't know. Didn't think about it." That was like on a Tuesday, people.
Mm-hmm.
Because on Friday, she come by. Okay? And she's like, "Hey, Izzy, blah, 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 blah." And this time she come in the showroom. You know, the world's greatest fucking weatherman was fucking working the counter, okay? So
Captain Witherbitch.
yeah, Captain Weatherbitch. So he come back and he's like, "Hey boss, there's a really attractive chick here to see you." And I'm like, "They're all attractive," you know. I walked up and I go, "Oh, hey, it's you." And she's like, "I've got a problem with my radio." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And I sat in her car, and you know, I was playing with the presets, and she kept touching my leg. And her, you know, she didn't have window tint, you know, and her window tint was gone, so she had another excuse to come see me, right?
Yeah.
And so I kind of fixed the preset, but I'm just like, this don't make any sense. She's like, "What are you doing later?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm taking my girlfriend out, you know, we're going out to go get a movie." And she's like, "Oh, you have a girlfriend?" She's like, "Oh, that's okay." She's like, "I'll see you around." And I was like, "Everything okay?" And she goes, "I'll see you again." And I was like, "Okay, whatever, you know, fucking." It's like, damn, that bitch has got a nice ass. Fucking leaves. Like a week later, this bitch shows up. It was like on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
And this time, Doug was leaving. And I remember this clear as day because we have a second shift, but Doug ran it. But something with a couple of the guys, you know, the co-op kids, they had something going on. And it was just going to be, well, the weather bitch had already fucking left, you know. So I was just at the shop. She come pulling in. And she's like, "Hey," and she's like, "You're going to think I'm crazy, but I need my window tint pulled off again." And I said, "Oh, really?" And she's like, "Yeah, I got pulled over again." And I was like, "Huh?" I go, "Huh?" Like that. And she goes, "Yeah, huh?" And I was like, "Well, you know what's good for window tint?" And she goes, "Sucking your dick until you come all over my face."
Yep.
And I said, "Let me fix that preset on your radio." And she goes, "Exactly." Man, I fucked the shit out of this bitch in the parking lot, right? I mean, I'm talking some straight fucking windows up. I mean, windows are fogged, everything. I mean,
Yep.
so, you know, no big deal, right? No big deal. When she starts to fucking get dressed, she puts her wedding ring on. And I go, oh, you're married? And she goes, for now, but I guess you could understand. And I was like, I was like, I can keep a secret, whatever. And people that asked was as nice as I thought it was. So I started banging this chick here and there. One night I fucked her in an alley behind some fucking bar, right? Well, then it come to the big time, come into her house. Now, what I'm about to tell you, people, don't judge me, because we got to go to break. So I'm banging the fuck out of this bitch, and all of a sudden, I heard the door.
Yep.
Now, we've been fucking for like 3 hours, and I should be at work, right?
Mm-hmm.
And out of the corner of my eye, it looked like G.I. Joe went past the door. And I stopped and I go,
Okay.
What the fuck? And she goes, oh shit, what is today? And I was like, I don't know. Let's say it was Thursday. I go, it's Thursday. And she goes, fuck, he's back. You gotta go.
Oh shit.
Dude, I had to jump out a fucking window, all kinds of shit. Her husband's some fucking staff sergeant over at Scott Air Force Base.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, she tried playing this game. Fuck him, I'm at the bar, come meet with me. She'd call the shop, and Captain Weather bitch be like, yeah, he's out in the shop fucking welding something.
Oh shit.
Yeah, she'd show up at the shop drunk. Then I'd fuck her and send her home. It's just I just have no respect for a bitch that her husband's in the military.
No.
Over in some foreign fucking country getting shot at, and you're getting dicked by me. I mean, that's just...
Yeah. She's a piece of shit.
Yeah, she is a piece of shit. And I'm pretty sure she eventually got divorced.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because I think she got divorced and tried to look me up, and I was just not having it. It was back on beginning of days of Facebook.
Right.
And it was right before I got my divorce. So I was like, I ain't got time for this shit. Then I probably was like, well, what was that bitch, during the divorce, so...
No shit.
But on that note, guys, we're going to go right back into music. You're listening to 96.1 Stylin', 96.1 FM. We've been styling since the 90s. And motherfuckers, you know this. We'll be right back.
Yep.